Bring the ship back up to combat alert alpha.
Halo doesn't kill Flood. It kills their food.
I think we're just getting started.
Okay, Josh, we are back again for the Maw, the final level of Halo Combat Evolved. And once again, we are doing a voiceover after the fact. If you missed the explanation in the last episode, or you didn't hear it, we messed up the audio, and by we I mean I did, by not doing mic checks ahead of time, and Audacity had the wrong microphone input. So now
Audacity.
Again, same joke as last time. The audacity of Audacity. So we are recording audio after the fact over top of it. So it's going to be pretty much a shorter video than it would have been, because I cut out a lot of the deaths that happened and a lot of the stuff that was kind of nothing really happening, because there was no audio to go along with what we were probably talking about.
Hey, I found that gap where the warthog goes through.
Did you? Where?
Yeah, right there, up top, right in the middle.
No, that is no way.
I mean, if they can get away with
you still have like a kilometer to go from that point, I think.
Well, they could do the key situation where they raise the level to be the same.
No, they just basically went, oh, we needed like a good, like, the Pillar of Autumn is our set piece for the final level, but the ship isn't big enough to actually have this level we thought of. Oh well, screw it, we're doing it anyway. Yeah, we'll explain that. I'm sure a lot of people watching it are already aware of the weirdness of the Pillar of Autumn on this level, but I'll explain it when we get to it, because I'm pretty sure we stopped to explain it at that point anyway. Yeah, so I remember this. We're terrified to move forward because there's a bunch of infection forms that pop up, and then carrier forms underneath us. Easiest way to deal with them, chuck a grenade at it.
I think you die here.
Probably. You know what? I remember this. I remember seeing this while I was editing today. I got ahead. I got really far ahead, and watch what happens here. Oh, hi guys! They said hi back, but it was a little. They didn't know their own strengths.
I think you forgot there were sentinels, and then they appeared.
No. I knew there were sentinels. I thought I could just run past it. I forgot about the flood.
Dude, you were.
And then I got around the corner. I was like, I'm free, and then they all spawned, and I was like, never mind. You also really hurt us there. You took down our shields by missing that grenade. Also, realized after the fact, while I was editing this morning, you're gonna see, because I'm sitting here scolding you for that, and we're talking about whether we should reset or not, and you're just like, no, we keep going. So you throw the other grenade. We didn't spawn any of the enemies down there yet. We didn't move far enough ahead, so we wasted your 2 grenades, and we're still gonna have to deal with everything down there because we didn't spawn them. And I was going, wow, there were no points that time. That's weird. And then I was like, oh, yeah, we didn't spawn them. So instead of wasting even more grenades, we just shoot them. And I think me cycling through grenades right there was me realizing, oh, hey, we actually have 2 plasma grenades on this level. I don't know why I didn't punch something here. You know what? While recording this with the headset on and the volume level of Combat Evolved being super quiet, I didn't know I lost shields.
Damn.
I was editing this today, and I was like, there are so many times where like I didn't punch things when I should have to get shields back, and then I'm like, I probably didn't know.
Wait, I died?
That was a cut from several deaths we had in this area. We died quite a few times here. Mostly because, as you can see, I have no ammo, really, with just an AR. Because this level you're supposed to start with the assault rifle and the plasma rifle, I believe. And because Foreign is on, you don't get that plasma rifle. Much like Keys and 2 Betrayals, where we did not spawn with the plasma pistols. Which, God, that...
What are you doing?
I'm pretty sure we're talking, and I do that weird thing where I look at people when I talk. You're standing on my head for some reason.
I just noticed that. I don't think I noticed that when it actually did happen.
Yeah.
Oh, this part.
This is me looking for ammo. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that pistol there, and you did completely lost trying to find that pistol. Also, if you're ever curious, if you're ever wanting to get the weekly challenge, yeah, this is me calling out the pistol for you. If you're ever trying to get these weekly challenges and stuff, LASO's a great way to go about it. This is you still trying to find the pistol.
Dude, I'm so stupid.
It was because you picked up the shotgun, and we're again trying to save the shotgun. This was me not realizing enemies were there. This is us trying to keep weapons with one person, so you would get the pistol, I would get the shotgun. That way, we didn't split up the ammo.
Oh my god, I'm so stupid.
And you're just like, I don't know where the pistol is. And I'm like, it's right here. And you're like, oh. And then I'm not sure entirely what happened here. It might have been because you loaded all of the rounds into the shotgun itself, but I couldn't get any ammo off of this. And I'm not entirely. This is me like going, I can't pick it up. What the hell? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why that happened.
I love how I'm just like, with the pistol, it looks like I'm just looking at you with a blank stare. Just like,
yup. There's you teleporting again. Oh yeah, we had some weird connection issues there.
I think at one time it actually went down to like 5 seconds.
Oh, we didn't mention in the Keys recording. We actually got disconnected on one run. Oh yeah, I got launched down that hallway, not knowing those dudes were there. But yeah, we actually ended up having to do Keys twice because we got about, I wouldn't even say halfway. We were still below. We didn't even get back inside the ship yet, and you ended up disconnecting because I think you were having internet issues, and so you tried swapping to a hardwire Ethernet cable. Oh yeah, you're calling out like there's a dude behind you, and I turn around, I'm like, what? Oh my god. But yeah, you swapped to an Ethernet cable, and it dropped you long enough to the point where we had it disconnected and quit the level.
Oh, stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think back there
that was some great teamwork right there.
You were just like, there's no one behind me, stop lying.
I was like, we could just run through this. You're like, you got someone behind you, and I look back, I don't know how you didn't die to that.
I'm magic.
Great part about Grunt funerals, like you shoot 1 or 2 grunts here and you're done.
Can I just say, when you like nudge forward in this game, your whole upper half just like, I don't know, maybe you can see it this time. Like your whole body like moves forward even though you're not. It's so funny.
The animation, I mean, in 2001, okay? This is me explaining our plan of standing backwards when we trigger the cutscene so that we can immediately run away afterward.
Why am I look like I'm hiding behind that wall?
Well, I'm also hiding behind the wall from you. And then this is me pointing out how weird this looked. Like, from a distance, like, from straight on, that looks two-dimensional, and it looks really weird the way the floor is warped. We get distracted by this for quite some time. I had to skip ahead because of how long we got distracted.
How long was it? Like a minute or two?
It must have been like 2 minutes of us just standing there looking at that computer terminal. And I was just like, I don't think we're going to be able to replicate that conversation. I'm going to just cut all this.
Yeah.
This won't take long. There. That should give
this won't take long. Instantly starts the self-destruction.
Before the detonation.
I'm afraid that's out of the question, really.
Oh, hell.
Ridiculous! That you would imbue a warship's AI with such a wealth of knowledge?
I like how Chief's looking around like, where's something to shoot?
Right?
He's in in my data arrays, a local tap.
You can't imagine how exciting this is.
You know, I find this is set right here in the engine room. Why is all of our historical data about humanity stored in the engine room?
I don't know.
Oh, how I will enjoy every
Maybe he can just access anything through a.
think that you
Perhaps.
as well as this
It just seems.
I am
It always was one of those things where I was like, why is he in the engine room doing this?
Self-destruct sequence.
Why do you continue to fight us, Reclaimer? You cannot win. Give us the construct, and I will endeavor to make your death relatively painless and...
At least I still have control over the comm channels.
Where is he?
I'm detecting taps throughout the ship. Sentinels most likely. As for the monitor, he's in engineering. He must be trying to take the core off.
Oh, yeah, that explains what he's doing. Okay. I forgot.
How much firepower would you need to crack one of the engine shields?
Not much. A well-placed grenade, perhaps, but why?
You know, it's funny in Two Betrayals, or no, in Assault on the Control Room, Cortana calls Chief a barbarian, and he comes up with the tactic of, yeah, I'm just gonna throw a grenade at it. And it's like, yeah, that sounds about right.
That works.
And then we spawned forward anyway, so I was just like, turn around and run!
The ship was heavily damaged when it crashed. Head to the cryo chamber.
Oh, this part.
What's this part?
This is where we go back into, like, the armory or whatever. This not the I don't know what this is, but
Oh.
whatever that room is, there's like a bunch of flood that come out, and yeah, I basically blew myself up there. Because I forgot how far back you have to actually be from the grenades. And yeah, you can see we were there for quite some time. Eventually we found this tactic of just we started trying this tactic of just running through and punching as we need to, but unfortunately you died there. I think we try it again here, and I end up getting stuck on a wall. Again, I almost killed myself down to 2 bars of health. Grenade has huge explosion. Yeah, I jump over this thing and I get stuck here.
Oh, I see.
And then mowed down.
I love how the last thing you see is just me running.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we skipped 3 minutes because I think we eventually found a tactic that worked here. Or we got lucky with the grenade explosions. I think we more get lucky.
Seems like it. Oh, yeah, there you go.
There it is. Yeah, you can see I got 100 of those weekly warrior kills in just this level alone. And then there's just a handful of flood left that we can just punch and shoot. And I whiffed my shotgun shell. Never realized how quickly the AR can melt your shields.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like, I know plasma is, like, the go-to weapon to tear down shields, but in this game, like, the AR will melt it. I know there's Covenant fighting outside of the room, but I just saw, like, a Flood elite, and I just hear wart, wart, wart in the background, and I was like, that's weird that the Flood can replicate those noises, and I was like, oh yeah, it's the
scary.
Covenant
That's what
outside.
it is.
Well, I still remember in Halo Nightfall where the Legolo, the worms from the Hunters, can form into, like, the shape of humans.
Scary, dude.
It's creepy.
Oh, I died from this so many times.
We died a couple of times here trying to just get through. There were a lot of times that we just get stuck in this hallway, kind of like this, where they're just perfectly blocking the way, and I'm just trying to punch to keep shields to get through this.
Where the hell am I?
You either fell behind or you pushed ahead. You fell behind somehow. I thought I was further behind, but apparently you ended up being behind. Yeah, we died a couple times here because, these Sentinels. And I'm just like, okay, we're gonna skip it, and then this guy comes charging at us with that plasma grenade. And we're just like, screw it, we'll keep going. And then I'm pretty sure, yeah, I killed both of us.
Oh, we jumped. What is
We ended up getting a checkpoint right here. I think it did skip ahead a bit in the edit, but we did end up getting a checkpoint right there.
this? Okay.
And then eventually, we figured out the strategy of, I only had one grenade on me. I think you had a couple, so you ended up being the one to throw a grenade into that doorway to take out those. You had the plasma to stick them. That's why you were doing it, to take out those monitors, the sentinels, really quickly. And essentially, this hallway really sucks because you have to be super aggressive in it, but not too aggressive because you'll die to the carrier forms.
Oof.
But if you just stay all the way back, they'll just infinitely keep spawning. And so you just gotta eventually push your way through and hope you don't die. I saw an AR there and got really excited. I stole the overshields,
Yeah,
like usual. I honestly thought there were two of them there. Which is why I called you over, and then I was like, oh, never mind.
You called me over to watch you take it from me.
Yes. I wanted you to see what you could never have.
Wow, dude, that's harsh.
Yeah. I'm just gonna run through. You're like behind you again. I was like, oh no. I ended up getting punched by him, but I think we just ended up running right through this. Yeah, we just run right. We didn't even fight them. We just ran through.
Oh, this is when I tell you about the invisible flood.
Yes, this is where you tell me about the invisible flood. About half a second before, it's important. Because you're like, oh, they're right back there. And I was like, oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, okay, never mind, run.
I think you were like, do they follow? I was like, I don't think so.
Yeah, I do remember that. Where I was like, do they follow us out of here? And you're like, I don't know. I never encountered the invisible flood. Like you were talking about it, because I knew they existed in there, but I never encountered them because I just always grab a rocket launcher and immediately leave.
Oh, they rush at you. It's
yeah,
scary.
as we saw. This section I remember being a pain in the ass. You can see we get here in half an hour. I think we're here for quite some time.
We're here for that next hour.
I swear you betrayed me. There are a couple of times we died of rocket launchers. I don't know where they came from. You swear it wasn't you. But I don't remember there ever being rocket launcher flood in this room.
What the hell happened?
There's another one. I'm pretty sure that's you killing me and not admitting to it.
No, if I could go back.
I would have been really curious if we had your footage. I don't know why I stopped paying attention here, and I end up dying from my own grenade because of it. But yeah, those two rockets, I swear that was you. I would love to have footage from you.
Oh my god, I have to find a way to do that.
Yeah. But after 18 minutes of being stuck in that one hallway, we eventually went through it. We're going to go to the opposite side first.
I think that worked too.
It did.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
much easier to go left than it was to go right.
Can't get over the fact that as soon as you reach that point, you blow up.
I swear that was you. I've never seen a rocket launcher flood in this room. Nor have I had one that chases me like that. Also, yeah, this side worked because we could just jump up onto the platforms up here instead of going into the side rooms where all the enemies were.
Don't you miss one time? Or was that me?
Don't bring it up. Don't mention it.
Oh.
I missed that one. I didn't even realize that didn't connect. That comes into play later. I also miss right there because I fall. This is not a great showing for my skill. I didn't even get that one either. I'm 0 for 3. 0 for 4. Yeah, this was not great for me.
Did you get it?
I finally got it. I'm 1 for 4.
Fusion reactor number 1 destabilizing.
fine. I gotta go take a trip back to the armory.
Enough to trigger a wildcat explosion of the engine.
Was this the time where you took one side and I took the other?
No, I think we always stayed grouped together. Yeah, I think we always stayed grouped together, but I was like, I have no more rocket ammo, I gotta come back.
Oh, shit.
There's the invisible dude just right there. I'm like, I need ammo, I need ammo, I need ammo. There he is.
Oh, he's so hard to spot.
Yeah, I see him, I punch him to get shields back, and I come out. This is where we asked about if they follow us, and they immediately run out, and we're like, oh, time to go. Also, I checked back there, I double-took, because I was like, oh, the black store is actually closed. I didn't know that. I didn't know that because I've never had to come back for ammo.
You never whiffed 4 times.
3.
Oh, sorry.
Well, it was 4, but one of... Yeah, I don't know what that was.
What was that?
It was just a random explosion.
Certainly wasn't me trying to kill you.
No, that definitely was not a rocket. That was like part of the environmental stuff of blowing up, which is dangerous on this level when things start blowing up with boom on.
Oh my God.
Can't believe I didn't die there. I punched the carrier form in the face and lived to tell the tale.
He kind of came out of nowhere, too.
Yes.
He's like, hello, I'm here.
The Black Pearl never leaves any survivors. If it doesn't leave any survivors, then who tells the tale?
I think you missed.
I did. That's me going, really? I did it again? Yeah, I walked right past it. The arrow is there on my screen. I walked right past that one.
You did.
We didn't realize that didn't connect that time. Fire as it closed, that was unfortunate.
That was bad timing.
I have never had this many issues with this level. LASO, man, it really gets in your head.
Oh, it definitely does.
And that one just didn't do anything. You saw that was a direct impact.
What the?
Yeah. And I was like, Josh, I ain't going back for a refill. You gotta get your ass up here.
Where am I? Oh, this
You're on the other side still. You stay back in the doorway waiting for me to kill this last one so that we could immediately run for the exit. Which, I mean, the exit's on this side anyway, so... I think our plan was for me to just run forward and, like, warp you to me. But then that just didn't connect. And I was like, well, that sucks. And I was like, oh, I'm tired of hearing this beeping. I'm going to go get a health pack while I wait for you.
Love how if you look in the corridor, like the hallway, you see all this, like, beams and gunfire.
Yes.
And it's just me being slowly killed.
Hey, but you're pushing through it.
Yeah, like a trooper. Where am I?
You're right there.
Oh.
Yeah, it worked for you.
Keep it up. Only one more fusion reactor.
Comes out of nowhere.
Also, again, I couldn't hear anything. I couldn't hear the game audio because of the way MCC's volume works for some reason on that spot. Didn't even hear Cortana go, keep it up, only one more fusion core left. And you and I are like, all right, we're running to the exit now. And we did hear, and I'm like, okay, this door's gonna explode. I don't want to take too much damage. And I'm like, wait, what's going on here? What's going on? Are we bugged? And then I look over and I'm like, oh, you're fucking kidding me. I'm like, I don't know why I shot, but I was just like, Josh, we missed one. And so we gotta go all the way back through the fire and the flames and the flood.
Jesus.
And I'm like, Josh, you still have rocket ammo, right? What will you do?
Heck yeah.
And there we go. We did it.
I just gotta get back.
And we just gotta get back now that all the flood have spawned.
We don't have much time. We should move outside and signal for evac. Accessing schematics.
Yeah, I can't believe we missed that.
Service corridor that runs along the ship's dorsal structure. Hurry!
Did I spawn behind you yet?
You were following me. I saw you in the hallway. And then I'm like, okay, you're gonna fire a rocket at these dudes.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I think... No, I get aggressive and run in and kill myself. And so I'm like, okay, never mind. Just keep firing rockets at them.
I killed Death that time.
I think you did a really good... Yeah, you did a really good, like, chain reaction there off the one rocket and kill everyone.
Don't we die in the elevator?
We do not die in the elevator. However, again, because we couldn't hear sound very well, I did realize that us standing here, we ended up losing our shield.
How?
You'll see all the explosions in the elevator that are happening. Some of them are very close, and so we take some damage. Where's it at?
Oh,
right
okay.
here. You can hear our shields flaring. And we didn't notice. There's your shield that just popped.
Oh,
But we
my
get up to
favorite
the
part.
top here where there's some health packs, so it doesn't matter. I love that. I remember this. I tell you, just run forward.
Analyzing.
I hate you.
5 minutes.
I was like, Josh, just run forward. Because I had been doing this for the 3-hour speed run with the boom stall on to help out, and I remember I kept dying in this section because of it. And I was like, hey Josh, go forward.
We need to evac now.
And splatter.
When it
Yeah. You got a little too close there. You got a little too overzealous.
we have 5 minutes.
I think I made you go first.
Oh no! I was going first because I could pop. I knew how the distance to stay away, so that way I could activate all of that and not blow myself up, and then just pick up the health pack. I think right before we were doing the lasso on this, it seems to be while we're doing these lassos, at least for you and me, I've been doing the complete this campaign in 3 hours on legendary achievement at the same time, essentially. So I'm learning some speedrun tricks on top of the lasso tricks. And so that one was just fresh in my mind of, hey Josh, run forward.
Yeah, kill your friend.
Hey, it was funny and it added an extra death to your death count.
Thanks.
Because we were so close to deaths. I just needed to secure my like lower death count than you. But yeah, I think I mentioned it in the Pillar of Autumn at the very beginning. But you can see this says like 1.3 kilometers to the destination. The Pillar of Autumn is nowhere near 1.3 kilometers long, and we weren't even at the very like back of the ship, like the very end where the dimensions start counting, and that's not the very front of the ship. So this is one of those where it's like they just decided to make the level and screw the lore.
Pretty much.
Which, I mean, I'm okay with it. I like this section of the level.
Don't you fall
But
off
it is
here?
always one of those things where I'm like, why is there this big open area to the sky? Like, if you're in space, this entire, like, service tunnel is, like, useless.
Yeah, and the ship is being held by this bridge thing.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what that is. Just, that definitely looks like it's the height of the ship where there is just a gap in between. Where this tiny bridge with no airlock is connecting the two halves of this ship. And I'm like, that's not quite right. And it's one of those where it looks like they just needed their set piece and didn't think about the lore repercussions. But then again, I mean, they may not have even been thinking about lore at that time, considering this was the first game, and they, it was probably at the time where, like, sequels may not have been, like, a common thing.
Oh, true. Yeah. Probably the first two books.
Yeah, this is
would've
me
been
looking
out.
down and explaining it. Like, look at that. Like, what is this? I'm like, look at this huge gap where there is just no ship. Farewell, Echo 419.
I think you said the same thing at the exact same time.
She's gone.
You were it was an honor serving with you, ma'am. Yeah, look, we traveled 1.3 kilometers, and it's like, here's another 1.3, you gotta go. It's like, yeah, the Pillar of like, the Halcyon class cruisers are nowhere near, like, 1.3 kilometers in distance for that first checkpoint, and then you're telling me now it's like, it's more than 2.6 kilometers long. I think at this point we're still trying to go for the no flip achievement, because I think you don't have that yet, which is why I was being very careful there. Which, by the way, if you're trying to go for the no flip achievement, don't do it during LASO.
Oh, don't. Yeah, never.
And also, don't have the boom stall active during that time. I remember I actually had to go, when I was doing the 3-hour run, I had to actually quit this level and restart it and turn the boom stall off, because there's like a small hallway at the end of this level where I just kept dying because the explosions were killing me.
Ooh, nice solid landing.
Yeah, you can actually die on that landing. If the Warthog lands in a weird way, like flat on all 4 wheels, like you just die. This is the hallway. God. This hallway is where I would die all the time. You jump out, and I'm like, Josh, we have 1 minute and 7 seconds. Get your ass back in here. We ride to the end.
And we're right here.
Yeah, but I mean, that saved us some time. I'm also like, all right, cut out to the left side of this. We'll avoid all of the fighting. And you're like, oh, okay, yeah, nope, you didn't do that. Not that it mattered. I would have died to a grenade right there. But this is me going, no, okay, this is me going, really, Josh? You didn't listen to me. I just punched you in the face. Cementing my lead on betrayals.
I think you die here. Oh, no, you don't.
No.
Activating final countdown timer. When it reaches 0, the engine...
That's another, yep, cementing my lead in betrayals. I splatter you again.
You weren't even going that fast, which is funny.
No. In Halo 1, it's like, if you touch someone with the Warthog, they're dead. And I'm like, you need to stay very far away. This thing, like, slides.
Oosh.
Thank God we were not out there at that time. Was it when we were recording Halo 2? I just saw the splatter icon. Was it while we were recording Halo 2 where you didn't know what the splatter icon was?
Yeah, because we were in the first level and I got that icon and I'm like, what does that mean?
I don't know how you got oh, it must have been boxes.
Yeah, we had that weird skull on.
I remember now. I remembered, it was clicking in my brain. I was like, someone was like, what is this symbol? And I was like, that's the splatter symbol. And I remember it was like a level where you shouldn't be able to get a splatter kill.
Exactly. That's why it confused me. I'm like, what is this? Because it didn't match up.
Yeah, so for whatever reason, we did not get a checkpoint on this level, or on this section of the level, but hey, we saved some shields this time by going through the shortcut, because we missed it the first time.
I think we talked about the crazy Grunt in this level.
Yes, I forget where he is, but I know he's here.
He's like in the second, maybe third tunnel?
Yeah, because I think there's one of those elite or grunts that kind of beg for their life and and have funny dialogue on each of the main 3 Halo games. At least in the MCC version, I don't remember if I haven't played like the original versions in forever.
The original one, I remember finding it myself for this level.
I couldn't. Like I said, I haven't played those in forever.
Oh,
so I don't remember. Yeah, we got really screwed up there. Yeah, Halo 2. It's on It's on the very last level. You can find, I think it's the very last level, you can find the Grunt that begs for its life. And then Halo 3 is also the very last, it's always the very last level, I just realized.
When they're all about to die.
Yeah, although the Halo 3 one, if you find that Grunt and listen to his dialogue, you actually will not be able to complete the level.
Because it wastes too much time.
Yeah, you waste too much time and the floor falls out all around you, so you have to commit suicide in order to get back to a checkpoint that actually works.
Echo 419. She's gone. Alternate escape route.
Yeah.
Ship's inventory shows one longsword fighter is still docked in launch.
This time we actually somehow got a checkpoint here. For whatever reason, when we first did that run and we got right to the end, we didn't get a checkpoint, but this time we did. I don't know
It's
what we
very
did
picky.
differently. We might have waited for Echo 419 longer for that whole thing to play out, and because of that it gave us a checkpoint. I don't know. We were still moving, so... Checkpoints are very finicky. You can get 3 of them within the time span of a couple seconds, as seen in Keys, and other times you can do an entire Warthog run and not get a checkpoint. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this 700 meters right now is like the actual size of the Pillar of Autumn.
That's not that big.
No, human ships were not that big. Because if you think about it, like, the Pillar of Autumn, the Halcyons, are bigger than the frigates, which are like what you mostly see, I want to say, throughout Halo. Especially considering that, like, it seems the fleets are mostly built up of the Halcyons and the frigates. At least up until, like, Halo 4, where they introduced the Infinity. Still, one of my favorite scenes is the Spartan Ops, where you just, as they cut, like, the very first cutscene where they just smash through a battle cruiser.
Oh, I think I remember that. I fucking died again?
You died, yep. We realized that there was an explosion that goes off, and you have to actually be further out to the left instead of pressed up directly against those columns that cover. But we do it this time. I think you were like, I'm about to die, I'm about to die, I'm about to die. And I'm like, no, I'm about to hit the cutscene.
We're cutting it close.
But yeah, we finally did all of Halo 1 on LASO.
This is such a weird, like, bay.
Well, I mean, it's not to fit that entire ship.
You would think it'd be... Oh.
Yeah, I do like, I love this cutscene.
This is it, baby.
Hug me. I love that one. Yeah, I do like, though, in Halo 4, how they introduce where, they have, like, individual launch tubes for the ships. So, like, I forget what the level's called. I don't remember any, like, the Halo 4 levels, really. But when you're leaving the Infinity to fight the Didact, and you're in the Pelican, and it just... The landing pad drops down into a tube, and then you shoot out that tube, like you would, almost like a runway.
Oh,
I thought that was
about
really
that.
cool.
That was awesome.
Yeah. I like that level. It was like the first time it was the first time you had to fly a Pelican.
Oh yeah, properly, officially.
Yeah, without like doing glitches or mods.
Did anyone else make it?
Well, you could do that in ODST. No, I'm sorry, in Reach.
In Reach, yes. You couldn't. It was like a mod / glitch that you could get into. It was a mod. I remember because I think I used it. Trusty Snooze built a mod that basically skinned a Falcon as a Pelican and skinned a Banshee as a Phantom. So you could have on the Spire and on the Snow Invasion map, I don't remember its name, you could have those flying around. But they control just like a Falcon or a Banshee would.
Damn, that's cool.
But then MCC added in for Forge, they added in the Phantom as like a spawnable scenery piece. You can't fly it, but you can spawn it.
What's happening here?
It's just the end of the cutscene, showing the very dated skybox of space. But that was the Maw. I had 0 elite kills on that level. You had 2. I got 4 sentinels, 42 combat forms. Somehow you only got 3. I had 8 carrier forms, and somehow you had 0. I'm not entirely sure how you got so few kills.
I don't know. That's
I got
so weird.
102 infection forms.
And I got 9.
You got 6 grunts, though. You got more grunts than me.
I was very proud.
Yes. And then there were brutes. The mysterious brutes that were on this level.
Weird.
I
What were
learned
they
what they
again?
were.
What were
We
they?
never figured it out. We assumed that they might be the invisible Flood in the armory, and that they count as kills when the ships blow up. Is what people were speculating. But I actually found out what they were.
What are they?
They're the engine cores.
Makes sense.
Apparently, for whatever reason, you get stats for blowing up the engine core objectives, and they are counted as brute kills. Don't ask me why, I don't know. They just are. I remember, I looked at the recording this morning while editing. We had like a 10-minute conversation / Google search of what those were while recording.
I remember that. That was funny.
We just assumed, we're like, I guess it has to be the elites or there's a bug. We thought maybe it was hunters as well that was bugged. We could not figure it out. It is the engine cores. That solves the mystery. But in terms of deaths for the Maw, you again had the least on this level, Josh, at 35 deaths. But I was not far behind you. I only had 39 deaths.
Oh.
And then in terms of betrayals, I don't think I actually ended up showing any of yours, but we saw all of mine. We both had 3 betrayals.
Grenade out.
But I don't think I ended up showing any of yours in the footage.
I think mine were the 2 when I killed you in the beginning.
Probably. And then in terms of total deaths for this run, Captain Keys had the lowest amount of deaths in the Combat Evolved LASO. He only had 14 deaths throughout this entire campaign.
Really?
Yes. Technically 15, if you want to be technical about it. He died in Keys.
True.
But then for real deaths, I had 896 deaths throughout this campaign.
Oh my god.
Yes. And you had 1,194 deaths.
Jesus Christ. That's not bad.
And in terms of total betrayals, you had the least with 36 betrayals, and I was the biggest asshole at 40 betrayals.
Mm-hmm.
I was a good distance behind you up until Keys. But that was Halo 1 on LASO
Yay.
difficulty. Not terrible. No, and next episode, Halo 2. The true nightmare. The jackals are already scoping in on our heads, aren't they?
Yep.
I'm
Ugh,
scared.
I'm always scared.
We'll see you next episode.
Like, subscribe, and whatever that thing is. What is it? You got like, subscribe, and comment.
Enemy flag returned.
In the event of unexpected shutdown, the entire system will move to standby status. All remaining platforms are now ready for remote activation.
Remote activation? From here?
I must get inside. Then mount up, Orbit.
Your pal. Where's he going?
Earth. To finish what we started. And this time, none of you will be left behind.
Don't make a girl a promise if you know you can't keep it.